Ball thrown inside the Knight as Missenhouter had to double pump off the jumper, and we have a foul called. Foul called on Barry Wetzel. Check it. Check that. Foul on Bruce. They call it on Bruce. It looked like Wetzel. Inbounded to Missenhouter. Penetrates, fires the jumper. Good. Missenhouter now has 12. Canes lead it by 11. Bonjavingo against the box and one. Seneca takes Wetzel. Bonjavingo lets it fly and good. Newcastle by 13. Seneca called for traveling. Canes get it back. The Canes look like the best team in the state of Pennsylvania here tonight. 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Newcastle by 13. Ross wants a timeout. Ross gets a timeout. Newcastle leads it by 13. 5:45 to go. Quarter number 3, Newcastle by 13, and the Canes have picked up here in the third quarter where they left off at halftime. They have corrected it. The foul was called on Barry Wetzel, and that is Barry Wetzel's third. Let's listen to the crowd. 5:49 to go. Quarter number 3. Newcastle by 13. This is the last pit stop on the road to the state finals. The Canes take the court. Penn Hills already on the court. Canes have been in control from the outset. Canes led by 10 at the half. They have built their lead to 13. Bobby Natalda inbound to Bonjavingo. And Bonjavingo will walk it up. Wetzel had some trouble with the shoelace. It appears now they're in a diamond-and-one defense. Bonjavingo gets it off to Brown. Back to Wetzel, and Wetzel is fouled by Seneca. That is Seneca's third team foul here in the half. Newcastle inbound once again. And Penn Hills definitely has to take some gambles now, trailing by 13. Bonjavingo in the backcourt. Across the 10-second line against Missenhouter. Lets it fly. Be there. It is! Canes by 15. Bonjavingo with 8. Missenhouter up the Tipton shot up and in. Newcastle by 13. That is Tipton's fourth. We'll play him even the rest of the way. Bonjavingo into Natal, shot up, no good. Rebound cleared by Knight to Missenhouter. Missenhouter between the circles, pulls up at the foul line. Off the Knight, his jumper up and good. And Mark Knight tosses in his 10th point. 4:47 to go in the quarter. Newcastle's lead 11. Bobby Natalda inbound to Bonjavingo. Frank will bring it up. A diamond-and-one defense against Barry Wetzel. Bonjavingo gets it off to Jimmy Brown. Lets it fly. No good. Yes, it did go in. That was a kind bounce for Jimmy Brown. Looked as though it was going to rim off, but he got the roll. Missenhouter to Seneca. They get it inside to Lee. His shot is good. So both clubs shooting very well here in the third quarter. Newcastle has to be shooting close to 70%. They lead by 11. Reaching the midway point, quarter number 3. Bonjavingo to Jimmy Brown. Cross court to Russell Bruce. The Natal shot up, no good. Rebound cleared inside by Lee. Lee off to Missenhouter. Here come the Indians. Check it, it's Seneca. He lets it fly, good. Newcastle's lead is 9. I wouldn't be surprised shortly if Newcastle goes into their spread offense. Missenhouter picks up Bonjavingo. He pulls up with the jumper. Bullseye! Newcastle Newcastle by 11. Bonjavingo's 10. Missenhelder lets it fly. No good. Rebound by Tipton. His shot is up. Good. Aaron Tipton with 6. Newcastle lead is 9. They're in a straight 1-3-1 defense now, the Indians. Bobby Natel to Bonjavingo once again. Same result. He knocked it home. Newcastle by 11. Bonjavingo on a tear. He has 8 points here in the quarter. Inside Tipton. Tipton in the paint, put it up and in. Both teams exchanging buckets here in the third quarter. 2:53 to go. Newcastle by 9. Bonjavingo inside to Natel. Off the Russell Bruce, head fake, goes inside, missed the layup, rebound again, and he was fouled. Foul will go against Todd Lee. That is Todd Lee's 4th. Russell Bruce will shoot 2. Newcastle leads by 9 with 2:39 to go in the quarter. Russell Bruce and Bobby Natel, probably the 2 best free throw shooters on the club. Todd Lee will take a break. Gary White checks into the ball game. Russell Bruce to shoot a pair. The left-hander lets it go and hits it. Newcastle lead is 10. Second one perfect. Newcastle by 11. Seneca to Missenhelder. He lets the shot go and hits it. Canes quickly down. Wetzel lets it fly. Good. Newcastle by 11. The Canes are playing tremendous basketball here this evening. Probably their finest game of this evening. Shot by Seneca, rejected by Brown. To Bonjavingo. Bonjavingo takes it in, and he was fouled. Penn Hills made a mistake here this evening when they thought they could run with Newcastle. Bonjavingo can up the lead to 13. Fourth foul against Seneca. Bonjavingo's first one, front rim and in. Byron Knight will check into the contest for Chris Seneca. The Cane fans have to outnumber the Penn Hills fans at least 4-1. Bonjavingo with one more, no good. Rebound Jimmy Brown, his 15-footer, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Bonjavingo. Canes lead by 12, 2:04 to go in the quarter. Missenhelder pulls up, gets it off to Byron Knight, back to Missenhelder. Looks low, throws it low, inside to Tipton, his shot is good. Canes lead is cut to 10, 1:44 to go in the quarter. Canes against the 2-3. Check it, make it a 1-2-2. Bonjavingo, good! Frank Bonjavingo! Newcastle by 12. The Canes have to be shooting close to 80% here in the quarter. Frank Bonjavingo has scored 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points in the quarter. Mr. Clutch. Bonjavingo can make it 13. No good. Rebound Jimmy Brown. Bonjavingo again. Be there. No good. Jimmy Brown is called for the foul as he goes over the back of Aaron Tipton. I'm very surprised the Canes have not got into their spread offense, but they're shooting so well. Donnie wants to keep it going. Don Ross, as Connie Colombo put it, is a great basketball coach, and he's probably done the finest job in the state of Pennsylvania this year. Missenhelder will bring it up for the Indians. Missenhelder from long range. Front rim, no good. Rebound cleared away by Bruce. Out to Wetzel. Wetzel has it taken away. And Jimmy Brown comes up with the steal, but it goes out of bounds as Bonjavingo couldn't come up with the steal, but good hustle by Bonjavingo. Listen to this gymnasium erupt. Missenhelder inbounds out front. The Tipton back to Missenhelder off the right. Penetrates, puts up the shot, no good. Leather teared away by Russell Bruce. The Wetzel shot up and good, and they foul. Showtime! This game is going to end up a rout. Newcastle by 14. Barry Wetzel is injured. He gets up okay. Newcastle by 14 with 58 seconds to go. Newcastle on the verge of blowing it wide open. Canes by 14. Barry Wetzel will shoot one. Barry Wetzel regains his composure. Steps to the charity stripe. Wetzel looking to convert on the three-point play. He does. Newcastle by 15 points. Missenhelder. Out front, just checking in the game, is Morris Jason. Shot is up and good. Yes, folks, that's his name, Morris Jason, not Jason Morris. 71-58. And he put up the jumper and knocked it home. Newcastle spreads out the offense against the 1-3-1. Natel to Brown. Back to Bobby Natel to Jimmy Brown. Jimmy Brown picked up by Farraco to Bonjavingo. He's picked up. Takes it the distance, put it out, no good. And he was fouled inside, and the foul will go against Gary White. Bonjavingo took him to school. He went around him like he wasn't even there. Newcastle by 13. Bonjavingo is the type of player that rises to the occasion. 12 seconds to go. Get out your Hershey bars. Bonjavingo to shoot two. First one up and good. Second one, no good. Rebound cleared inside by White. White to Missenhelder against the Canes 2-3 defense. Off to Jason Morris, and Morris Jason as it is, and he knocked it home at the gun. So Newcastle's lead has been cut to 12, but they controlled the tempo in the third quarter, and they upped their lead from 10 to 12, 72-60, and we expected a high-scoring contest, and that's what we have. So Morris Jason tossed in 4 points coming off the bench in the fourth quarter. Leading scorer for Penn Hills is Missenhelder with 14. Leading scorer for Newcastle, Barry Wetzel with 21. So we have one more quarter to go. Newcastle leads it by 12. The Canes appear to be on their way to Hershey. Newcastle takes the court. This place is standing. The Cane fans are on their feet. Listen to them. Just listen to these people. Brown will jump against Farraco. Canes move right to left. Tip is controlled by Penn Hills. Morris Jason up to Missenhelder. Off to Farraco, ball knocked loose by Jimmy Brown, saved it to Natel. But he lost it off his leg, but good hustle by Jimmy Brown. Canes lead by 12, 7:52 to go. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bonjavingo. Don't pack your bags yet for Hershey. It's not over. This is the man that can get him back in, and Missenhouter. Morris Jason inside to Tipton. Turnaround jumper, got it. Kane lead is 10. Barry Wetzel to the forecourt, picked out by Missenhouter. Straight man-to-man now by the Indians. Bobby Nattell takes his man to the hoop, put up the shot, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Ferracco. 7:23 to go, quarter number 4, Newcastle by 10. Bonjavingo were inbound. To Nattell, back to Bonjavingo. Bonjavingo lets it fly, no good, back rim. Rebound by Morris Jason. Ball stolen by Wetzel. Wetzel gets it off to Bonjavingo, has it taken away by Missenhouter. Missenhouter down, lets the jumper go. No, he doesn't. Gets it inside. Ball stolen by Bonjavingo. Russell Bruce on the breakaway. Good. Newcastle by 12. 6:55 to go in the quarter. Missenhouter top of the key. Off to White, lets it fly and hits it. Newcastle by 10. Barry for the Canes. Bobby Nattell to the foul line left. Bonjavingo. Jimmy Brown. Bonjavingo takes the jumper, now takes the jumper, no good. Rebound by White, and he was fouled by Brown. That's only team foul number 3 against Newcastle in the quarter. That's Jimmy's second. Newcastle by 10, 6:27 to go. Indians must play catch-up basketball. Canes playing the 2-3. They have played that for most of the evening. Morris Jason lets it fly, no good. Rebound taken down by the Canes, but they lose it. Inside, shot put up and in by Tipton. So Newcastle's lead has been cut to 8. Newcastle wants a timeout. I look for the Canes to go to the spread offense. Cane fans are on their feet. Newcastle's lead was 15. It's been cut to 8. 6:08 to play. Bob Hannon bringing you the play-by-play. Hope you're enjoying it here on Cable Entertainment. Some people we would like to thank. Tom DiMuccio, athletic director at Newcastle. He helped set these broadcasts up. Also Ralph Caluso from Cable Entertainment. Stan Presner doing all the technical work for us. Without him, these broadcasts would not be possible. If the Canes do win and go to Hershey, we will have a broadcast for you sometime Sunday afternoon. Believe me, folks, it's hard to hear yourself think here this evening. Chartiers Valley High School is packed to the rafters. They are hanging from the rafters. Newcastle leading it by 8. 6:08 to go in the quarter. Canes to inbound. Bonjavingo looks long, throws long. Ball knocked away as Jimmy Brown tried to come up with it. Ball taken away by White, but he stepped out of bounds. So the Canes get a break and maintain possession. Nattell will inbound. Pulls the trigger to Bonjavingo. Back to Russell Bruce, 15-footer. Good. In and out and in. Newcastle by 10. Russell Bruce has 15. High-scoring game. Off the Morris Jason, his jumper is no good and goes up, out of bounds off the top of the backboard, so the Canes get the basketball. Canes lead it by 10. Bonjavingo inbound to Jimmy Brown. Barry Wetzel against the pressure, breaks the pressure, takes it the distance, good. Coast to coast, Barry Wetzel put it in. Newcastle by 12, and these fans sense a victory. Missenhouter inside to Tipton, put it up and in. Aaron Tipton with the bucket. Jimmy Brown against pressure, across the 10-second line. Makes his move to the hoop, goes the distance, put it up, no good. Rebound Tipton. Penn Hills can get to within 8. Missenhouter penetrates, gets it off, shot up and in. Shot put up and in. Rinaldi with the hoop. Barry Wetzel against pressure. Wetzel with the forecourt, takes it coast to coast, and he was fouled. Newcastle by 8 with 4:46 to go. Todd Lee checks back in, along with Seneca, Chris Seneca, for the Indians. Newcastle leads it by 8. Canes are in the 1-and-1. Team foul number 5 against Penn Hills. Wetzel to shoot a 1-and-1. Sights it, shoots it, hits it. Newcastle by 9. The Canes have been near perfect at the charity stripe. Wetzel in with 24. Wetzel to get one more. Lets it fly, no good. Rebound cleared by Tipton. Tipton to Seneca. Seneca puts up the shot, good. 10-footer knocked it home, 79-72. Canes lead 7. Barry Wetzel fouled in the backcourt by Missenhelder. So coming down the stretch, this game can be won at the free throw line. Penn Hills is going to have to foul. So Wetzel will shoot the 1-and-1. Mark Knight will check back into the contest. And the fans behind is cheering, picking up the cheering and clapping. To the beat, we will rock you. Talked to the athletic director here before the game, and he guaranteed me, even if Newcastle wins, their fans will be kept off the court. I would have liked to have taken his bet on that. Wetzel with the 1-on-1, no good. 1-and-1, no good. Rebound cleared inside by Lee. Penn Hills can get within 5. Missenhelder, cross court to Tipton. Tipton traveled, no call. Gets it inside to Mark Knight, loses it. Tipton puts it up and in. Newcastle lead is 5. 4:15 to play. The Penn Hills contingent is on their feet. Bonjavingo, wing right. He's picked up by Knight. To Jimmy Brown, back to Bonjavingo. Russell Bruce picked up by Lee. Between the circles to Barry Wetzel. Barry penetrates. He's picked up by Missenhelder. Back to Bonjavingo. 3:49 to go. Newcastle by 5. Newcastle running the four-corner offense well. Jimmy Brown, and he's fouled. Tipton fouled. That is Tipton's 3rd. Tipton has had a great second half. Tipton in the second half has 16. 79-74 Newcastle. Brown can up it to 7. First one airborne, good. Newcastle by 6 with 3:39 to play. And Penn Hills will take a timeout. Let's listen to the crowd. The Canes fans give the team a standing ovation. Newcastle by 6 with 3:35 to go in the quarter. This is the 4th and final quarter, unless we have OT. Barry Wetzel has led the Canes in scoring here tonight. Barry Wetzel was tossed in 23. Tipton has 18 for Penn Hills. Tipton coming off the bench. Missenhelder, their leading scorer, is tossed in 14. Has not scored here in the 4th quarter. Jimmy Brown can make it 7. Both clubs back on the court. Jimmy Brown gets the ball from Gene Soucy. The second of a pair, good again. Newcastle by 7. Jimmy Brown with 10 points on the night. Gary White off the right wing, goes inside, and the ball was knocked away. Offensive foul, called on Mark Knight, pushing off. Canes trying to put it away. The Canes lead by 7, 3:32 to go. Bobby Natel to the free throw line. The Canes can hit their free throws, they will put it away. Natel to shoot a 1-and-1. Bobby's ready, good! Newcastle by 8. Bobby perfect from the free throw line, 4 for 4. Make it 5 for 5. Newcastle by 9. 3:30 to go. Missenhelder off the right wing, penetrates against Bonjavingo, puts up the shot, no good. Tip up by White, put it up and in. Newcastle faces full court pressure. Bonjavingo takes it inside, but he lost it. Who's come up with it? Good! Newcastle by 9. Missenhelder penetrates, puts up the shot, no good. Mark Knight comes up with the loose ball and scores. Up and down basketball at its best. Both clubs like to run, and both clubs have run the entire ball game. Barry Wetzel for Newcastle penetrates, bounce pass to Russell, good! Canes lead by 9, 2:45 to go. Great pass from Wetzel to Bruce. Shot up and in by White. He has played well coming off the bench. 87-80, shootout at Chartiers Valley. 10 points in the second half for White and 16 on the contest, and Wetzel was fouled by White. Wetzel appears to be all right. 87-80 Newcastle. Wetzel to shoot a 1-and-1. 87-80 Newcastle. 2:31 to go in the quarter. Barry Wetzel, 1-and-1. He's ready. No good. Penn Hills can get within 5. Ball thrown out of bounds. Costly turnover. 2:26 to go. The Canes will get it back. They sense victory. Bonjavingo gets it to Wetzel. Wetzel against Missenhelder. Wetzel between the circles, back to Bonji. High above his head to Bobby Natel, and White fouls him. Team foul number 5 against White. We have number 5 against White. I believe that's all for White. And it is. Morris Jason checks back into the contest. And Gary White has played a fine basketball game coming off the bench. He has tossed in 16. 87-80 Newcastle. Bobby Natel, perfect. Newcastle by 8. They've won a lot of games this year at the free throw line. Trying to do it again tonight. Bobby to get one more. Bends the knees, good. 2:10 and counting. 89-80 Canes. Morris Jason off the glass, no good, knocked out of bounds, and we have a foul. It'll be on Bobby Natel over the back. 2:05 to go. Newcastle by 9. Cane fans sense the victory. No 1-and-1. Penn Hills to inbound. Mark Knight to do the honors. Out to Todd Lee, inside tonight, put up the shot and got it. Newcastle lead is 7. Penn Hills will not quit. Canes lead it by 7. 1:50 to go. Barry Wetzel for Newcastle, and he is fouled by Missenhelder. That is Missenhelder's second. Wetzel to shoot a 1-and-1. Excuse me, they called an offensive foul. Let's check it. Offensive foul on Wetzel. So with 1:50 to go, Penn Hills can pull within Wetzel's fourth. Ross wants a timeout. He wants to talk to his Canes. 1:50 to play. Newcastle leads it by 7. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show. We hope to talk to Don Ross. Newcastle leads it by 7. Cable Entertainment making this possible. Brought to you as in the public interest by Cable Entertainment. Newcastle High School basketball. They have pleased the fans here this evening. It's not over yet. Penn Hills were inbound at midcourt. Tipton into Morris Jason. Off the mark, Knight lets it fly and hits it from 15. Newcastle lead is 5 with 1:44. Cross-court pass to Bobby Natal. 2-on-1 break, but he brings it back out front. Jimmy Brown, and Brown is fouled by Tipton. Foul number 4 on Aaron Tipton. 1 minute, 34 seconds to go. It's Newcastle 89. Penn Hills 84. Jimmy Brown with a 1-and-1. Brown's first one. Good. Newcastle by 6. This is a big one. It'll put it on 7, and Penn Hills will have to get 4 possessions to take the lead, and that's if the Canes do not score. Put it out, no good. Rebound taken down by Morris Jason. Jason out to the foul line, and he charges into Russell Bruce. Checks it. He charges into Jimmy Brown. Offensive foul. Newcastle gets it back. They lead by 6 with 1:30. Canes to inbound. Check it. They will go to the free throw line. Bobby Natal to shoot a 1-and-1. Newcastle can put it on ice. 90-84, Canes lead. No, Jimmy Brown will go to the free throw line. Brown to shoot a 1-and-1. Brown puts it up. No good. Rebound by Bobby Natal. Bobby Natal out front. He's pressured. Looks for help. Gets it to Jimmy Brown. Bobby Natal out front. We're down to 1:18. Barry Wetzel, and he is fouled by Knight. Let's see if they say it's an intentional foul. No, they say a 1-and-1. Fouled by Mark Knight. That is Mark Knight's 3rd. Newcastle by 6. The best point guard in the state of Pennsylvania will try to make it 7. In and out, no good. Rebound by Lee. Lee out to Morris Jason, has the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Newcastle. Penn Hills ball. 1:09 to play. Penn Hills can cut it to 4. Inbounded out front to Mark Lee. Fires up a long-range jumper and hits it. Newcastle by 4 with just over a minute to go. Inbounded to Wetzel. Canes have a 2-on-1 break. Wetzel takes it inside to Bruce. He puts up the shot. Goaltending. Put it in the book. Newcastle by 6 with 56 ticks left to go. Quickly, Missenhelder up for Penn Hills. Fires from 20. Shot is no good. Brown tears the leather away from the rim. He was fouled for no call to Barry Wetzel across the timeline. And he is fouled. 92-86. 43 seconds to play. Pack the bags and get ready to go to Hershey. Barry Wetzel will shoot 2. Intentional foul. 43 seconds to play. Newcastle by 6. Wetzel will try to put this ball game away. Sights it, shoots it, good! Newcastle by 7. 1 by 1, the Pittsburgh teams go home. Bethel Park, Baldwin. And now Penn Hills, good again. Mark Knight, top of the key, goes inside, and that's what the call is. Susi makes the call, foul on Bonjavingo. Newcastle by 8, 39 seconds left to go. And the Cane fans are screaming, Hershey, Hershey, Hershey. We will be there, and we will have the broadcast Sunday at noon for you. Don Ross, what a job he's done with these kids. They will now play for the state championship. Don Ross assisted by Ed Germansky. Dom Morgan, the head basketball coach at George Washington. The head basketball coach at Ben Franklin is James Payne. Newcastle basketball is alive and well. Runners-up in Section 2, WPIAL champs, proving to everybody the WPIAL was not a fluke. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, I wonder what they're going to write tomorrow. There are no Pittsburgh teams left. And Hershey kisses are being tossed around. Newcastle will be going to Hershey. Canes come back out onto the court. Knight will be at the free throw line to shoot, I believe, 1 and 1. Mark Knight, the brother of Billy Knight. Mark Knight has 16. Mark Knight had no good. It was a 2-shot foul. He'll get one more. That was a big miss. Mark Knight bends the knees. Second one is good. Penn Hills will take a timeout. 94-87. 39 seconds left to go. Newcastle by 7. This club has done it all. Only lost 2 games in section. Those were the Blackhawks. They beat Valley. Then they knocked off Center. Then they knocked off Norwin. Then it was Latrobe. Then they went to the PIAA playoffs. It was Erie Prep. This basketball team has done it all. Then it was Bethel Park. Newcastle played Tuesday night, knocked off Blackhawk. And now tonight, Penn Hills will go down. Newcastle by 7, 39 seconds to go. Wetzel to inbound for Newcastle. Against full court pressure. Gets it into Jimmy Brown. To Bonjavingo, 35 seconds, and Bonjavingo is intentionally fouled in the backcourt. With 36 seconds to go, he will shoot 2 shots. So Newcastle, unless something drastic happens, they have this game won. They will leave for Hershey tomorrow morning. We will be there bringing you the game on a tape delay basis Sunday at noon. Bonjavingo to shoot 2. First one airborne, good. Going to Chocolatetown, USA. Bonji will get another one. Good again. Newcastle by 9. Missenhelder, 35 and counting. Missenhelder is fouled by Bonjavingo. The last thing that Don Ross wanted was a foul to stop the clock. Canes by 9 with 30 seconds. 96-87, 31 seconds to go. 31 ticks away from Hershey. 31 ticks away from a possible state championship. Missenhelder will shoot the free throws. Free throws up and good. Nothing but nylon. 96-88. It's been run and gun basketball all night long. The only goal left for the Canes is to reach 100. Missenhelder's first free throw of the evening. He hits them both. 96-89. Canes by 7. Natel is fouled. Seconds to go. Newcastle leads by 7. scream, "We want 100." Boy, I'll tell you, they're tough tonight. They're going for blood. They want 100. Newcastle by 7. Mattel to shoot 2. Number 97 on the scoreboard. 97 to 89. Bobby will get one more. Bobby, good. Newcastle by 9. 30 seconds. Missenhelder, top of the key, drives inside, shot up off the glass and good. Penn Hills takes the timeout. 98-91. They have one timeout left. Newcastle by 7. Anybody that question the ability of these kids, they are going to have to eat crow after this basketball game. The biggest player on the club is 6'2". They will be going for a state championship. 24 ticks on the scoreboard remain. 98-91. Penn Hills has one timeout left. .24 seconds remaining. Newcastle by 7. Canes will inbound against full court pressure. We'll have hopefully Donnie Ross up here after the basketball game. Can't say it enough. Ross has done a great job. Bobby Natel is fouled. Mark Knight fouls him. That is number 5 on Mark Knight. Mark Knight has played a courageous basketball game here tonight. He fouls out. Bobby Natel to go to the free throw line. Knight checks in. Mark's brother. Newcastle by 7, 22 seconds. Bobby Natel was perfect at the free throw line. And he remains perfect. Bobby Natel is a great free throw shooter and has hit the big ones tonight. This place about ready to explode. Bobby with one more. Good. The Canes have 100. Has the shot blocked away by Bonjavingo. Last touch out of bounds by Jimmy Brown. They have done everything. 100 points tonight. Inbounded out front to Lee. That's a fly from top of the key. No good. Rebound inside, and Bonjavingo fouls over the back. And Morris Jason will go to the free throw line. Newcastle by 9 with 13 seconds. Once again, like to thank Ralph DiMuccio and Jeff Bunker on the camera, Bill Jones from Cable Entertainment, and Paul Ross taking care of the statistics. Newcastle by 9. Morris Jason with a 1-and-1. Sort of anticlimactic ending. No last-minute heroics. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Jimmy Brown has the ball stolen by Byron Knight. 9 seconds, puts up the shot and in. 7 seconds, Penn Hills uses their last timeout. 6 seconds to go, we're going to Hershey. Newcastle by 7. The Cane fans are waving, "We are number 1." And they certainly are number 1. Don Meredith would say the party's over, but for Newcastle, the party is just beginning. Bonjavingo waves to the crowd. We are number 1. 6 seconds to go. 193, Newcastle leads. Ball inbounded to Barry Wetzel, and he is fouled. Check it, Russell Bruce is fouled with 5 seconds. Newcastle by 7 with 5 seconds to go. It's just a matter of chalking up the final numbers. Newcastle by 7 with 5 seconds to go. Russell Bruce with the 1-and-1. Bonjavingo waves to the crowd with the finger 1 up into the air. Russell Bruce with the 1-1. Good. Newcastle 101-93. It's like an NBA game. Russell trying to hit the second of a deuce. Hershey is the champ from the Newcastle contingent. Russell Bruce, no good. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot up and good. It's all over. Newcastle wins it 101-95. Newcastle on their way to Hershey. Newcastle will go to Hershey and battle for the state championship. And this one belongs to Newcastle. We hope to have Don Ross up here for a post-game interview. Newcastle leads it, or wins it by 8. And the Cane fans are being lifted on the shoulders of their fans. The Cane players are being lifted on the shoulders of their fans. Fans are being lifted. Final, Newcastle wins it by 8. We will get the final scoring for you in just a minute. Newcastle on their way to Hershey. And we hope to be talking to Don Ross. We're talking with a man that needs no introduction. That's the head basketball coach of Red Hurricanes of Newcastle, Don Ross. And Don, just a tremendous performance tonight. Were you surprised defensively, as far as Penn Hills was concerned? Your club was able to get out and run the fast break, and they gave you a lot of opportunities.
Well, yes. We were told that they'll let you run. Don't stop running. We've got this from several coaches. Just don't stop. And tonight we didn't. We have never scored this many points in a basketball game in high school, in Newcastle High School's history. So it was a new thing to us. I was around when there were times when we possibly could have, but we didn't do it because we didn't want to embarrass anyone. I think tonight it wasn't a case of embarrassment. It was a case of survival. And if you don't score, why, you're liable to find yourself down. They shot. I'd like to see their percentage. I haven't got the statistics yet, but they shot 61%, which is tremendous. 61% is outstanding. And we shot pretty well ourselves. So really a 61 and a 59% shooting from the field. This was an old-fashioned shootout from the NBA, I guess. I thought the heat in the gym, playing 3 ball games in 1 week or 2 up to this point has taken its toll on our kids, and they're a little bit tired. We're going with 5, 6 guys, whereas other teams have been playing more. And I think it took its toll on us a little bit at the end as far as our defensive work was concerned, but got to give credit to Penn Hills. Great shooters, a lot of composure. They never gave up. They hit the big shots when they had to.
Don, when your club had the lead by 15 in the 3rd quarter, Penn Hills cut it down to 8. I was looking for you to call a timeout and go to the spread offense, which you have done a lot this season. Did you stay with the fast break and keep running the basketball because the opportunity was presented itself?
To be honest with you, Bubba, we ran the 4-corner and we got it down the court, and they would foul us before we got down there. They were actually trying to foul us and put us to the line. We missed 3 big 1-on-1s, maybe 4, and it worked for them. Had Barry hit those 3 1-on-1s, that's 6 more points you down to the score, and it might have been out of reach. But that's a gamble you take on defense. You foul them before they get down there, and it stops the clock. It was the longest 32 minutes of my life, by the way. But we were going to get into it. We never got the opportunity, to be honest with you.
Don, for the most part tonight, you stayed in one defense. The previous games that I have seen, the Bethel Park game and the Blackhawk game, we saw multiple defenses. Tonight, basically the 2-3, they did score a lot of points, but your club also scored a lot of points. And when you're with Newcastle scoring a lot of points, that gave them more opportunity to put points on the board. People will look at it and say Newcastle didn't play that well defensively. I feel the Canes did because they had that many more opportunities with your club scoring so many points.
Oh, that's true. We actually played, let's see, a 3-2, a 2-3. 2-3 tandem, and we also played a box and 1 on Meisenhelder. At times there, we were thinking of going triangle and 2 on both Meisenhelder and Knight, but I'll tell you what, Bob, I ran out of timeouts. At the end there, it was pretty tough to get their control because we were using cards, the card system, because we knew there'd be a lot of noise here, and it's very, very difficult. We just ran out of cards, we ran out of timeouts, but we didn't run out of points, and we were very fortunate. But yes, we were going to run the stall if we had the opportunity. They wouldn't give us that opportunity.
Well, Don, I talked to one of your old teachers before at halftime of the game, Connie Palumbo, and he said it best. You're the top coach right now in the state of Pennsylvania. You did a heck of a job with these kids. We'll see you in Hershey, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Bobby. We'll see you there. And look, one of I guess it was one of the cheerleaders handed me this Hershey kiss. I'll tell you, it's melted down to just about nothing, but it's a reminder that we're going to bring home the bacon with this kiss.
Okay, Don Ross, head basketball coach of the Hurricanes of Newcastle. Once again, the final score, 101-95. The Hurricanes knock off Penn Hills. Our broadcast will come Sunday at 12 noon as the Canes vie for the state championship. From Chartiers Valley High School, Bob Hannon saying so long.
And now, live from George Washington Junior High Auditorium in the city of Newcastle to perform Cane Fever, Bill Breho, Danny Nattell, and Bill Pagani. I give you the Breho Brothers Band.
Cane fever, cane fever, our town's on fire with cane fever. The fans from our great city, they know we can't be beat. They'll yell and scream no matter who we meet. They're gonna jump and holler, even spend their last few dollars to see those Canes play games with no defeat. And we're singing cane fever, cane fever. Our town's on fire with cane fever. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Our town's on fire with cane fever. Coach Ross and the boys, you know they're really fine. With Frank and Jim, you know they're gonna shine. Russ and Bob and Barry running down the line. Paul and Amal will make it there this time. And we're singing cane fever, cane fever. Our town's on fire with cane fever. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Our town's on fire with cane fever. Cane fever. Cane fever. Our town's on fire with cane fever. Cane fever. Cane fever. Our town's on fire with cane fever. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Our town's on fire with cane fever. Our town's on fire with cane fever.